Yo. I see my name up in lights. Go hard or go home, no slacking in my sector. Just forget about the fortune, forget about the fame. Speak your truth and let that be the reason they remember your name.
Weight of the world tonight. Can you feel the pressure that builds inside? Can you feel it?
Picasso with a paintbrush, Hendrix with a guitar, Pele with a football, Babe Ruth with a bat, CM Punk with a microphone, and the captain with a mouse. You'd be surprised what I can do with one of these, producing this show week after week, even when I'm not on it. But you may be even more surprised to learn that in truth, the majority of this show is assembled with one of these. Just a phone. From the logos, the graphics, the transitions, I revolutionized wrestling podcasting with a phone. And I'm not looking for thank yous, I'm not looking for flowers, I wouldn't say no to a bottle of whiskey. I just want to make sure that everybody is aware that phones can do amazing things, and I can do amazing things with them. But regardless of all the technological advances that phones have made over the last couple of decades, one of the most powerful things a phone can do is older than most of us, and is actually what it was originally designed for: making phone calls. The damage you can do with one phone call can be irreparable. Last week we saw Travis Walker Anderson for the first time in a long time, and he reminded us of a few things that flew under the radar. A phone call he made to my lawyer, and then that lawyer then made a phone call to me asking if we should recruit a new member. All this at the beginning of the year. And then last week, Travis, using our own words, "I'm out here." Well, Moses, how much damage would it do to your modern day Outlaws, a group that Travis started, if he were to jump ship? You have used that group to your advantage to win the World Championship, a title that Travis never lost. What if? And I'm sure that question's been running through your mind ever since Travis's video last week. And while that is a nice fantasy, unfortunately for Travis, Dragon Club is for dragons, and you need Welsh blood to enter. So that's one thing addressed. I have two more quick things to address, and then I'll be out of your hair. We're about halfway through the King of the Mic tournament, where the winner will face the TV champion at Promo Slam. Well, that's Promo Slam. Next week is all about trivia, and in between we have a little event called Fight for the Knowledge. Now, unlike Mr. Florida down in Titan Towers, I don't like being a champion not defending my own title at a special event. So, whoever wins King of the Mic, I'll deal with you at Promo Slam. But at Fight for the Knowledge on July 13th, I don't feel like taking the night off. And this may surprise people, but at Fight for the Knowledge, I invite Mike Larkin to fight for the TV title. And finally, speaking of King of the Mic, Daniel Crimmins. Last week you had a lot to say, particularly about your disdain for cinematic matches, something that we have poured our blood and sweat into. You say they're bullshit, I say they're revolutionary. You were unhappy about being booked for this tournament despite not being asked. A miscommunication, I admit. But you should be grateful that you have reached that pinnacle where you're thought of as the A-team of promo cutters, where we say, of course DC will do it, he's one of the best. And you finished up with, you're coming for me. Well, now, there's talent in this tournament that I would love to face. Chris Reed, a newcomer, man of mystery. Beer, someone I've known for 22 years and have been up and down the road with more times than I care to count. But I won't lie, Dan. There's a part of me that hopes you win this thing. We do have unfinished business, but you say you're coming for me? Nah, I'm coming for you. You feel disrespected? I have felt disrespected for the last few years despite all the changes we've made specifically to avoid drama. Somehow, there's still bitching. And hell, that's why I carry this title with so much pride. Because this title isn't about who can do the coolest things in front of a camera. This title is about who can talk the most shit into a microphone. And no matter what, at Promo Slam, I squashed the bitchin'. Cause now I'm all about the fight. So Mike, fight me. DC, fight me. In real life, some people may tell you that I don't talk too much. And maybe they're right. I don't have a whole lot to say until there's a microphone in front of me. So if you have something to say, by all means, tell me when I'm telling lies.
It's Thursday, you know what that means. Welcome to episode 433 of Max Wrestling. I am El Jefe, and next week is Trivia Takeover, but this week, it's the TSK Takeover. What it do, boys? Throw them up one time. Bam, give me one. As you can tell right here, it is the TSK Takeover to the fullest of the extent. We got DC down there. We got Rab. We got Harold. The whole band is back together except the guy that glazes the donuts. How you doing? But it's all right. We shout out to him anyway.
Yes.
So, coming up this week, Forbidden Door predictions, the debut of AEW Collision, and its last match for the first round of this year's King of the Mic, as I go one-on-one with a man they call Phoenix. Well, Phoenix, but I call him Phoenix. So, opening bell this week is AEW Collision's first episode and the return of guys like CM Punk, Andrade, and Miro, but we'll get to that in just a minute. But speaking of builds, go ahead and smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/Max Wrestling. And make sure you're grooving on with us on SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever you hit the tunes. And remember to check out the lovely website, maxwrestling.weebly.com. So, we were just talking about AEW Collision and how it was shockingly a pretty good number for a fucking Saturday night.
For a debut show, that's pretty good.
Absolutely for a debut show. Are we immediately contributing to Punk? Or the excitement of a new show?
I think it was the curiosity.
Okay, curiosity.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a little bit of both.
Okay. I mean
personally, I think the majority of us, at least in this group, were more excited to see guys like Andrade back and Miro. Back.
Mm-hmm. Getting
this
to see
is not a pro Punk group.
That's true.
You all know I am a mark for Miro. I have been for years.
Miro's a good guy.
When people were writing him off as Rusev, I mean, I'm saying before Rusev Day, I saw the potential in this guy as a main event player. And I am telling you, if they do this right,
I think it just makes people feel better to think that Christian
he can finally be a monster that they've been trying to get
why
forever.
Luchasaurus? Where is this going to go?
That's what they need.
We see that. We see Andrade put on a good match. He looks good, looks in shape. Happy to see him back. Hopefully not fighting Sammy Guevara in the back.
Use the... Now, I love the subtlety that both he and Buddy use their significant other's corresponding finisher, their submission.
Glorious stuff, right?
Yeah, that was a nice.
The
nod.
subtleties of wrestling.
Abysmal, absolutely.
And they
abysmal.
say there's no storytelling.
Yeah, right.
But I think the one that we talk about, you know what? I want to get into it before we get into the Pepsi guy. Luchasaurus winning the TNT Championship, or Christian Cage winning the... I've been saying it's Christian Cage for a week long. I've been saying Christian won the belt, not Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
Why? It's right.
Well, they showed a picture of them on Dynamite, and it featured more Christian than it did Luchasaurus, and it's like, but the dude got the win.
So,
Yeah.
I honestly, I think what this is ultimately going to lead to is Christian versus Luchasaurus for the TNT title.
Probably.
And, I mean, Luchasaurus's heel run has been at best.
He had one?
They
I'll-
probably realized they messed up. Like Jurassic Express was so over, especially
They were
with like
red hot.
kids and stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
they split him up and turned him heel, and it's really done nothing for either of them. If we're
Honestly,
Tell
what
the
they
truth
should
here.
have done, the smart thing to do, would have been to have Jungle Boy turn heel.
Yeah, for sure.
Man,
I mean, it's
You
one
wanna do it,
option.
You know what you do? Cut the hair.
Oh, you cut his hair, maybe.
such a WWE thing.
I mean, but I think that's where we were getting at is there's nothing you could have really done with him. You would have had to go to the extremes to get them to go against each other.
at all.
You would have had to have the unlikely factor of Jungle Boy being a heel, or the obviously just terrible thought of Luchasaurus being a heel. I mean, it's a fucking dinosaur. You know what I mean? It's like that's the thing. It's
They
like I can't be.
probably will.
It's, as an adult,
Great value Kane.
yeah, if you give him a different fucking mask, give him a real mask. Just give him a mask. Ask Jeff Cobb for his mask, the
You know
Matanza
what?
Cueto mask.
The Matanza Cueto mask.
Use that motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Great value Kane.
But Kane could work. He hasn't. I don't. Well, then again, he hasn't been given a real fucking spotlight
His
to even
Corey
show
story.
anything.
No, he hasn't. But at the same time,
I wonder if the decision to
whoever's
take
been
it off of
such a big
Wardlow
deal,
was to open him up
it
to put him in that blind eliminator tag tournament.
Not only that, but like
I wonder if he's getting a title run with the tag titles, because I think they kind of liked what they got when there was like the Ward Joe situation
He's
going
just
on.
another three-time TNT champ.
Maybe they feel that's a
Add
safe
to the
spot
list.
to
That's
put
pretty much it.
Wardlow in
Now,
until they figure
you
out
have
what they
to
want to
eventually
do with
get it-
him. That's
get it back
probably
and break the
where that's
record?
headed.
No,
Oh,
keep him away from the TNT title.
That is
Probably will.
I don't.
because
so believable.
Right now,
That-
only 3 people.
If that happens,
have
DC,
have had that
I'm sending you a
3
gift card.
times. Sammy, Wardlow, and that one guy.
Corey Streets.
right?
Can't think of his name. He's
Corey
trying
Streets.
to finish his story somewhere.
Corey.
That's right. It's that boy. That's right. And Corey Streets.
It's possible, very possible.
Probably. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was cool. They'll put him with Brock
More than
Anderson.
likely. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very believable.
It's
Right.
one of those things where it's like you don't want to be right because you make these comments like half. You're just like, you know what? And like how I made the comment where I said,
Yeah.
Pepsi guy is gonna beat MJF, which I stick to that.
It's very much a possibility. Speaking of the Pepsi guy, his return was imminent. He actually even opened up the show, cut a promo, as CM Punk of a promo as you can cut. The world went bananas. And all of a sudden the Bucks are shit. The Bucks are scared. The Bucks are this. And it's like, my narrative and the way I've been spinning it, because I have to spin it because being the TikTok guy, is simply, whose company did he go back to? Because, you know what I mean? Like, who are the EVPs of this company? It's not just Tony Khan by himself. The Bucks and Kenny, they're all a part of it. So he had to come back for them. So he had to go back to them. He can make all the dumb comments he wants. That's his entire career. That's his entire career on a microphone.
Yeah.
It's coming at you in an awkward angle to make you feel some type of way. So he cut a CM Punk promo.
I don't apologize for nothing, but a couple weeks ago he was at WWE apologizing.
Not only that, he was on a podcast apologizing to so many people. Oh, I handled the whole situation terribly, and kayfabe is fucking dead, bro. You know what I mean? So I mean, come on, dude.
I'll say, honestly, I think the whole thing with him when he was backstage at WWE, I think that was his way of getting AEW to talk to him.
They were already talking to him. He was the one that wanted the buyout. He wanted to go bye-bye because he felt that was what was necessary and needed. Then he fucking sat down and goddamn Dax was like, are you sure you really want to quit wrestling? Because there's no one else that's going to fucking take you.
No.
I mean, maybe New Japan, but then have fun fucking relocating to Japan for a while.
I mean...
And you'll get hurt fast.
I think...
You're very fast.
Triple H, I feel, would have taken him, and the reason I say that, he can see the money. Like, if there's money to be made, but Vince is that petty bastard.
It's become a point to where you're at a party and individually you have a problem with everybody in the party. Maybe it's not everybody else at the party. Like at this point, it's likely you, bro.
In the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
If Triple H saw an opportunity, would he have brought CM Punk back in? Oh, I think absolutely he would have.
Yeah, especially after you went over there groveling, apologizing for being a piece of shit.
And he basically told CM Punk, like, dude, get the fuck out. You need to go.
It was one of these things where
he had to. He had to.
It was one of these things where we talked about, we the TSK, we in Max Wrestling, everyone possible had talked about, he just needs to fucking take accountability for your fucking actions. Okay, you sat.
And be a man.
That was it.
Like,
that was literally it.
Old, dude, grow up.
Right.
There was
an
interview with Triple H a number of years back, and they asked him about Punk, and he was very cagey. He said, like, he was very guarded, but he said Phil is a hard person to get along with and to do business with. He said he's very opinionated. He's very, he will tell you the way it is to a fault. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's... No, but as far as the promo, like, it is the same old CM Punk promo. Literally.
He didn't look bad.
Old, tired shtick that he's been doing for the past
He was in a six-man tag, too. That's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, it's pretty...
Change it up, dude.
I don't want to say change it up. But to those that are following the living dog shit out of him, why are you really expecting something different? You know what I mean?
$1 Phil couldn't even get $1 mil Phil, so...
Hey, how you doing? There you go. How you doing? So
it sounds like it's going to happen at some point.
That he needs AEW more than AEW needs him.
Facts.
It'll be a mixed tag match. Watch.
That's the sad truth. He knows it, and if he doesn't, he's living in a fantasy land, which I'm not all that surprised. But we can ramble on and on about his bullshit all day long. How did he work? Was he any good? Was he any fucking different? Was he improved at all? He was flabby CM Punk, for crying out loud. He was UFC Punk.
No. I mean, but
he didn't look great.
Exactly. Yeah.
What I want to see...
I don't really think he had that much time in the ring.
Give me
it was
a
all
tag team.
FTR and Bullet Club Gold, which they had some great chemistry, and
Absolutely.
they should run that back.
Yeah, instead of giving us random
team
weird
of
ones
CM
now.
Punk and Danhausen.
You want to kill Danhausen?
At some point, it will.
So you're going to kill Danhausen? That's what you're telling me. You're killing Danhausen. Don't kill Danhausen for me. Don't do it. I love Danhausen. Don't kill him for me.
Love that Danhausen.
Love that Danhausen.
He'll be
Anyways,
back soon.
I sure hope so.
Or,
All right, well, that was...
Even better. Do a trios.
Uh-oh.
Or some... I want an interaction between Danhausen and Mark Briscoe. I feel like that would just be comedy gold.
That would be comedy gold. And we should get that.
We will get that.
We will get that at some point in time. But anyway, so let's go. Speaking of time, let's take a trip back in time for this week in wrestling history. June 16th, 2012 at Dominion. Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Okada to win his 6th IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Jesus Christ, 6? Goddamn, Tanahashi.
Jeez, 6?
And that was back in 2012. Amir's favorite year. Let's see, June 16th, 2013 at Payback. That one lady, AJ Lee, who's married to the, that Pepsi guy, defeated Caitlyn to win her first Divas title in what ended up being the longest reign until it was broken by Nikki Bella 2 years later. Also at Payback, CM Punk made his return in front of the Chicago crowd following his injuries suffered against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And he defeated Chris Jericho. That would be CM Punk's last WWE run. Probably his best run, in my opinion.
And most awkward, too.
That fucking for sure on that one. Mutton chops and all. June 17, 2007 at Slammiversary. Kurt Angle defeated AJ Styles, Christian Cage, Chris Harris, and Samoa Joe in a King of the Mountain match for the vacant TNA World Championship, which was then stripped from Angle, who was the inaugural champion, due to a double finish. TNA officially recognizes this as the start of the title history, even though, fucking Kurt Angle had a one-day reign, goddammit, you give him his props, but apparently not. June 17th, 2018, Alexa Bliss became the second woman to win the Money in the Bank match and used her advantage to cash in the same night to defeat the Raw Women's Champion at the time, Nia Jax, who had literally, I think, just fought Ronda Rousey and got disqualified. I think that's how that whole thing went.
Sounds about right.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Ring of Honor.
I remember right. I think it became a triple threat, and she won. I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
We'll have to go diving into the delves for that one. June 18th, 2005, at Death Before Dishonor 3, CM Punk became the 5th Ring of Honor champion, where he had already signed with WWE. Punk immediately turned heel after winning this, ended up signing his genuine WWE contract on a Ring of Honor title, and I believe that was even used at some point in a video package by him for, I forget what company, probably when he was going to WWE or something like that. I just remember seeing it in a promo. Like an asshole.
AEW used it.
Yeah, that's the greatest lie the devil ever told.
Hey, then maybe that's where well, it was pretty recent, so probably, how my brain works. It don't. June 18th, 2006. Oh, I don't want to talk about Jeff Jarrett. Anyway, Jeff Jarrett won 2 world titles on this day, 5 years apart. One in 2006, where he defeated Christian Cage, and another one in 2011, where he defeated El Zorro at Triple Mania, where he won the AAA Mega Championship. I don't want to relive that. That's terrible. God darn you, Dazzy.
Fuck Jeff Jarrett.
Fuck Jeff Jarrett, attaboy. June 19, 2016. All ex-members of The Shield held the WWE title on the same night as Seth Rollins won it from Roman Reigns before Dean Ambrose cashed in the Money in the Bank contract, who then had it like an hour less, and then Rollins beat him in 7 seconds. Tanahashi with the 4th reign, June of 2009 at Dominion. Goddamn Tanahashi. Oh, okay, well, he beat Nakanishi. That's cool. All right. Give me a cool one. All right, let's talk about Paige. Here we go. June 20th, 2003. 20-year-old Paige became the first ever NXT Women's Champion, defeating Emma. Though it didn't air for about a month, her reign was 273 days. All right, here we go. Last one. June 21st, 2009, Kurt Angle won another King of the Mountain match. shocker, at Slammiversary. And he became a TNA World Champion, but at the same time, Samoa Joe, that's what I was about to say, and I'm going to say it like that, swerved everyone by climbing the opposite side of the ladder and to stop Angle, but instead handed him the belt to help him win the match. They later revealed that he was paid off, and that started the Main Event Mafia. Or at least that's when he joined the Main Event Mafia. I got to look into that. Reliving TNA might end up being a thing. But anyway, that was this week in wrestling history.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome back to the TSK Takeover of Max Wrestling. We are here each and every week, if not me and Daz. Then the TSK, do not, and obviously, but do not forget to hit the likes, follow, subscribe button wherever you're following us, and make sure to hit the website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Still to come, Forbidden Door predictions, Bloodline implodes. But first, let's talk about some goddamn idiots on the internet. This is Shit Mark Say.
OMG.
Eggplant emojis.
WTF.
Santa Claus emoji.
Thought he was dead. LOL.
Peach emoji.
Shit Marks Say.
No TikTok nerds this week. Did not bother with myself, but DC got somebody. What do you got for me, DC?
As we all know,
Second that.
after Collision went off the air, CM Punk held up a sign that says support LGBTQ plus youth. This person, who you may know him as Dutch Mantle, Zeb Coulter, or
get off
way
social
back,
media.
Uncle Zebekiah during the mid-90s.
Uncle Zebekiah.
He stated, and this is at Dirty D Mantle. He writes, "Is this a wise move involving political issues on a wrestling show? I guess the issue that at World Light and at Target have had with the LGBTQ topic has not reached at AEW. This shot didn't make the show, but still the photo is there. Comments?"
Shut up, Dutch.
That's right.
It's my comment.
Third.
Bro, what the fuck?
I mean, Dutch even thought CM Punk booked the show. Like, if you're over 60 years old, get off Twitter.
Get off of Twitter, please. All social media.
Like, just because you got a thought in your pumpkin dipshitted head doesn't mean it needs to be out there in social media.
That was perfect, pumpkin dipshit.
Keep it to yourself, man.
Oh Lord, that was absolutely stupid. Oh yeah. All that part.
I go by the Bambi philosophy. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all.
But 99.9% of the internet wrestling community doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
And that goes for the people that work in it, apparently.
That's true. That is true. I don't understand why we can't be fucking nice or whatever.
Like, these are the same people that are so stuck in the fucking old ways of how wrestling got booked, and they think, oh, well, it needs to be like that. It needs to be like that. Well, if wrestling didn't change, the wrestling industry would be fucking dead.
Yeah.
If wrestling didn't change, we would have never gotten the Attitude Era. We would not have AEW. We would be stuck on the same old WWE bullshit that we've gotten for the past 20 fucking years.
I mean, to kind of tie into something similar that went up online, I guess Hulk Hogan had made a remark about wrestlers looking like they should be bagging his groceries.
Yes.
I mean, but, you know, if people were doing steroids and doing this, they might be dead.
I was going to say, I think Daz and I... Go ahead, but no, I think Daz and I went through the whole thing.
Like, who's left? Or actually, I think it's me and you, Dan. Who's left from that era? Hogan? Backlund?
Is back... But no, okay, but think about it like this. But Backlund's not the Hogan size. Who's that fucking big? Who's the 6'7", 6'6", whatever, 300-plus pound fucking roided up bastards? Are any of those motherfuckers still alive?
Probably not.
Who?
Beefcake's still around.
Okay.
Like, we went through the whole list of people that are still alive during WrestleMania 1. Like, Tito Santana, he's still around.
Yeah.
He actually
he's a school teacher now.
He actually just retired.
Nice.
He's a school teacher.
Check that pension, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But there's a few people still left, but the majority of them are dead. Imagine, some of these guys want to be wrestling into their late 40s, early 50s. Some of them 60s.
Well, let's think about it like this for a second. How many guys have gotten their neck injuries or whatever and have been able to come back, not because their body is so deteriorated from all the fucking chemicals they've been pumping in, but because they stopped doing the hard stuff, took a break, rehabbed themselves, and now they're able to be back. Not I tore my pec for the 900th time.
Right.
Look at Edge.
Such a low
guys like Edge,
response to
dude, Shibata's prime fucking time, bro. If you were fucking jacked as shit like Hulk Hogan, you are not coming back from the Shibata thing. It's not happening.
Right where she belongs.
Sadly, Mo, I wish I had this, but I got another one.
Oi. Let's go.
Nick Gage. Somebody posted a video of him wearing a shirt that said, "Trans rights are human rights."
Oh, hey.
And
fuck yeah, Nick
this
Gage.
person tagged Charlie Caruso and said, "I'd love to watch you debate with Nick Gage." And instead of, having a simple, saying, instead of just not answering, she takes a personal attack and says, "I would, but he definitely has bad breath. I wouldn't want to pass out mid-argument."
Is that why you ain't at ESPN no more? Because you dumb as shit?
She's at Fox News now.
Yeah.
Okay, so fine. You just proved exactly what I said, because she's dumb as shit. Dumber than a box of paint or rocks on a hot summer day. You know what I'm saying? God damn. All right, we got one more right here. Dez posted it up. I don't understand racism anymore, bro. Rick, racist for life. That's for goddamn sure. So obviously, we know Monday was Juneteenth, which a lot of people are brand new because this is like a brand new holiday. But it's rights for everybody, bro. If it's African American, it's an African. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. I don't know exactly what Juneteenth is exactly. I just know it's for the African American community. I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? And my man Rick Race is here and said, AEW, this is lame, stupid, and stick to wrestling. He goes on in another one where I'm not even going to get into that shit, where he's just...
Tutorials
what is the problem with celebrating people? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it.
What is the problem with inclusion?
It's a foreign concept to anybody born before 1970.
Did none of y'all fucking kids watch Disney movies? Tell me the truth. It's everybody. It's together.
To all these people,
somebody put on Remember the Titans right now.
There's this thing here. It's called a remote.
We're all gonna watch Remember the Titans.
Everybody's watching it.
Button here. It's a channel button. You can press it up or down.
Fine. I know. Oh, hell yeah, baby.
It changes. It changes the channel. Or you can push this red button right here and it turns your TV off.
And then you know what? Go read a book.
I ain't been watching shit.
Go read a fucking book. I love it. Hashtags.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
Good.
Oh my God. But they are idiots and marks, and that is the shit they say. So let's get into the fun stuff of King of the Mic before we jump into Forbidden Door predictions. Last match of the first round. Winner faces the man they call DC in the semifinals. It's yours truly, El Jefe, taking on the man they call Feeney in a rivalry as old as time. Let's make it short, sweet, to the point. I am your current reigning Max Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. I am one half of the Max Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and I am your inaugural Grand Slam Champion. I am the guy every person should be worried about in this King of the Mic tournament. Whether you are MDO or not. We know how I play. And if we're going to go down this route, there's only one outcome. And that is me winning the whole fucking thing. Let's not us forget, I've won King of the Mic before. Let us not forget, I was the inaugural television champion. I've won the promo. I've won it all. There's not a goalpost you've set up that I haven't kicked a field goal through. You can call me Pat McAfee. You can call me Adam Vinatieri. Hell, you can call me Pele because I can make it from halfway across the fucking field. I'm that damn good. I don't do this for fun. I do this because it's my job. Because somebody has to be the standard bearer. Somebody has to come in and show everybody how it's done. DC, you were talking about the OGs and how we used to have these cutthroat promos and how we used to this and how we used to that. But yeah, we were doing cinematic shit back then and nobody bitched. But yet now, because it's not exactly the greatest, most spectacular special effects filled thing ever, we're not as good as Impact. We're not as good as a indie promotion. Baby, they got budget. We don't got budget. We got cell phone cameras and we've got computers while dealing with kids and work and life. So we do what we can, and yet, even though our efforts were futile to some, it was entertaining to others. We garnered a nice new little bit of peoples because of the cinematic. And I assure you, we are going to garner even more people when we start shooting on them. When your boy shows up and revolutionizes King of the Mic all over again, just like I revolutionized the championship way in here in Max Wrestling. So the young fella, I appreciate that you can get belts. But here at Max, you got to earn the belts. And let's just say that maybe, just maybe, we'll use this as a representation of my world championship, or maybe, just maybe, we're getting a little glimpse into the future, because this television champion has been around my waist twice already, and 3 times don't sound too bad to me. But on to Fine, because that's who my opponent is this week. It's Fine. Oi, Fine. I'm looking right through you. I'm looking right on past you. Because, Feeney, we've done this too many times, bro. We've done this via trivia. We've done this in promos. We've done this in King of the Mic, I believe. We've done it in all the fucking weird things we can do it in. Every fucking game show, whatever we've done, we've had a one-on-one. And I'm sure more times than not, let me not say I'm sure, I'm positive that more times than not I came out the winner. I came out either promo champion, knowledge champion, TV champion, or just plain old simple the best looking guy in the room. But then again, I do that on a regular. But King of the Mic. Glad the tournament's back. Glad we're back to shooting. And it just gives me another opportunity to prove to y'all that nobody's in my league. The ones that are in my league are sitting at home, afraid to pick up the camera. And that's okay. That's alright. So real quick, I'm going to talk to y'all. Or specifically, you. You want this, or at least what I'm using to represent it, you know exactly where to get me. You know exactly how to do this. I will see you at Promo Slam. And I just might be TV Champ 2.
Travis the Walker Anderson.
Max Wrestling and promo fans tuning in worldwide, just like CM Punk said the other day on Collision, the King is back. Moses, I understand that you're probably confused, wondering why I'm here and not the Phoenix. Well, unfortunately for you, the Phoenix is unable to compete. Luckily for me, that gave me an opportunity to finally get my voice back and defend the crown, because last I checked, I am still king of the mic. I am reigning, defending king, and this tournament wouldn't mean a damn thing if I wasn't in it. You're probably confused as to why I'm here and why I chose to fight you, to challenge you in this tournament. Several reasons. For one, continuity. Why not throw it back to the first King of the Mic, where you and I did this dance for the first time? In your debut match, you fell flat, and I publicly embarrassed you 91-9%. That's right, my brother. I will never let you forget that. But Moses, more importantly, you cut a promo on a freaking mask that I didn't even use, so it made no sense. Now look at you again, cutting an entire promo on the Phoenix, and yet he's not even here. Here I am. It's okay, Moses, because it's not about votes this time. It's whatever you can get out in 5 minutes. And I got a lot to get off my chest, and I'm already almost 2 minutes in, 3 minutes left. Let's get into it a little bit more. No, I am not trying to join Dragon Club. No, I did not call Chad to do that. I called Chad only to get into the Iron Bank. I knew what you were doing, Moses. I figured it out. Right back to the Rumble. You sent Chad. Sorry. I'm so pissed off at so many of you that I can't keep up with it. You sent Ted to cost me the match. You cost Phoenix the match. You knew that if you sent Teddy in there behind our backs, that the championship would be vacated and you could be the opportunist and take it at Promomania. Am I wrong? Tell me when I'm lying. In February, I confronted you about it all. You told me if I wanted to fight anybody that I can fight you. Why didn't you fight me? If you wanted the world title, why didn't you fight me? If you wanted the tag championships in the MDO, why didn't you send Ted or yourself to help me and Corey against Dragon Club? Why? Because you already had it in your head and figured out that regardless if I won or Corey or Phoenix or Dazzy, regardless of who won, you still had a new tag partner. You had Daniel Crimmins. Y'all were going to challenge us. That's cool. That's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. Y'all want a match? Well, y'all got one. At Fight for the Knowledge, you and DC have to defend the tag championships against myself and my new partner, because over the last few months, my brothers in the MDO have abandoned me and ignored me and everything. So I had to make a few new friends. No, I am not joining Dragon Club, regardless what anybody has to say. I did not. And I am not. I am MDO, which brings me to next week. The triple threat. You once again fucked up. You said you would defend against all members of the MDO. Last I checked, I am still MDO. So, Moses, what are you going to do? Are you going to add me to the match? Make it a fatal four-way? Or do I have to hold you accountable? And do I have to make my own way in? You have 1 week to decide. If I don't hear from you, the captain said so beautifully earlier, it takes one call. Just one call. Use that one call. Do the right thing and add me to the match. Or else, you're going to have to meet a few other friends of mine.
So, no Feeney, I fucking busted out a goddamn accent for nothing. But Trav's back and he wants in
The real Bullet Club.
We'll see. We'll see whose loyalty stands true next week at Trivia Takeover. But let's get into the thing that we're fucking dying to talk about. At least I know I am, and that's Forbidden Door 2. Lots of matches got built. I want to say for I wouldn't say built. We got a whole card filled up. We got I'm looking at 9 matches and 1 on the pre-show so far.
Yeah,
correct.
So I mean, is there anything they can add? Is there anything you would add? I could see that.
Yeah, we had 13 matches on the card last year, so...
Was that for the main card or the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
So we can get at least 3 more.
Okay.
Would like to see Bullet Club, the real Bullet Club.
Oh, the OGs, the OG BC. Yeah, I like it. I could see that.
Got a lot of new members in that piece, so...
Oh, yeah. I mean, fuck. I mean, like, isn't Evil considered Bullet Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just weird as shit, if you ask me.
House of Torture.
Again, weird as shit, if you ask me.
It was supposed to be separate. They were supposed to separate a while back, but it never happened.
This makes me think of, like, NWO Japan.
Basically, that's what we're...
Who's technically the leader of Bullet Club anyway now?
Dave Finley.
Oh, that's right.
And he loves to fight.
He took it. Oh, there you go. Just like his daddy.
It took 10 years, but we finally got an Irishman back
Hey,
to Bullet Club.
As it should be. As it should be. So, thanks to some, I guess, coercing, some outsmarting by Adam Cole, the AMJF Hiroshi Tanahashi match is official. We got a set up for a 6-man tag. It's going to be Jericho Appreciation Society. So Chris and Sammy with Minoru Suzuki against Sting, Darby, and somebody that we don't know. So I mean, there's a lot to it. There's the 10-man tag. Fuck it. You know what? I want to start with we'll go with the 10-man tag. Let's start with the 10-man tag. The BCC, we got Mox, we got Wheeler, we got Claudio, we got Takeshita, and we got Shuta Umino against Hangman, the Bucks, Eddie Kingston, and Tomohiro Ishii. So I want to say, like, the question is, and it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. Is there an opportunity for Kota Ibushi to show up in any of this, or is this like an afterthought? I think so too. At this point,
I mean, he could be the mystery opponent or the mystery partner, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, they already gave us all the guys for the Elite because it's going to be Eddie and it's going to be Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if Kota's showing up,
sounds about right.
It's probably going to be during Kenny and Will, because I'm sure Takeshi's going to come out there and do some fuckery. And,
I can see that.
There's going to
fuckery.
We're going to need something to kind of offset that.
I can dig that. I can totally dig that.
Right.
So then, what do we got for prediction? How are we looking? Are we thinking BCC no problem? Or is the Elite that strong? Is Eddie and Tomohiro Ishii just that damn strong?
We're probably going to go to BCC. I mean,
Elite needs it more though.
They do, but the blow off has to.
Punk's winning the tournament, so
it's got to have Kenny. That's probably where we.
Who else is going to win the tournament?
Probably where we get Kota.
If you look at the brackets, it's pretty easy.
Probably get Blood and Guts.
I can see that. Okay. I mean, I'm with DC. The Elite needed more. I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement that they needed more. But the story of including Kota is far more important. So. Yeah, give it to the BCC. You know what I mean? Let's see fucking Shuta do something.
They're insufferable, that's for sure.
Yeah, such a cool.
Fucking good kid. Let's get the Pardon me. Let's get this Pepsi guy out of the way. CM Punk versus
That
Kojima
makes,
in the
5
first
of us
round of
here.
the men's Owen Hart Cup.
That should be a good match,
Or
but
6.
that's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Oh, don't you dare do that to me.
I
didn't
mean,
even see who the fuck was
the Bret Hart.
I think they're just trying to slap
it is
people
pretty
on.
easy, but the Bret Hart guy is definitely young man.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's a Bret Hart guy. Fuck me. Oh, well. Oh, well, I'll take it. So, Punk all around. DC?
Fuck Bret Hart and fuck.
Is it elimination?
Oh, come
right
on. I mean, I can't blame you on one of those. All right.
Both are
So isn't that when you
both
takes
are
off?
insanely overrated. I said what I said.
I'm not going to say insanely, but... There you go.
Oh,
I'll give you that.
I see.
I will
And
give you that.
neither one likes Goldberg.
I was like, what
I wonder
in
why.
the hell are they talking about?
I wonder why. Oh, Lord.
I kind of like that. I mean,
I don't know what. I think this was just
it
supposed
makes
to be
it
Orange
a little more
Cassidy versus
interesting
Zack
than it
Sabre
is
Jr.
now, right
and
now.
it just got flip, flap, boom, bam. I guess a good line of coke from TK said, "Guess what? It's a fatal 4-way now. Now, not only is it Orange Cassidy, Zack Sabre.
Yeah.
Do you really think so?
No, I think.
I think OC would win. I think OC's winning.
Up the ante a little bit. Make it a winner takes all. No, I think it's just fatal 4-way.
It's fatal 4-way for the international title.
But I say no.
No, because
just AEW one.
Zack and Shibata are champions and their titles aren't on the line.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm right there with Harold. I was like, what the? What all are we taking? What are we taking?
But all titles on the line. Winner take all.
I don't hate that idea, but
because I want to see. I want
Wait
to
a
see
minute.
Orange
There would be
Cassidy
3
come
belts.
out. Would he have 3?
There's really no
bad
wrong
guys, or
winner.
How would that work?
He gets a duffel bag.
Yeah, he's probably going to get a duffel bag now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I mean, I'm stuck on that. I'm stuck on OC is literally.
That boy is banged the fuck up though.
Oh yeah, he's hurting, bro. He's taped up bad. I haven't seen Orange this taped. I don't think I've ever seen Orange this taped up. Period.
No.
So it's new. It's weird. I don't know if you. I mean, I look at it and obviously, you know, the kid in me is just yelling, just give everything to Shibata, give everything to Shibata. But then again, I wouldn't hate I wouldn't hate the idea of Zack hanging out for a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then I look at DG
Cedric and Noam Dar.
and he's, well, come on, you got to feed the kid, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
if
either you
anybody's
feed the.
No,
No.
there isn't.
No,
It's probably going to be Danny, but I wouldn't hate Shibata winning.
I'm
Please
trying
make it.
to remember. Didn't Zack Sabre Jr. compete in the Cruiserweight Classic?
He did.
Yep.
Okay. I thought it was him.
I want to say he lost to Coda.
He did.
First or second round?
Second.
round.
Because he wouldn't sign a deal.
Correct.
Yeah, but it was hilarious that they had Coda beat him, and then Coda didn't sign a deal, and he lost to TJP, and I was like, nope, fuck this tournament. That's not believable. That's not
Let me
believable. Fuck
say
you.
one more
And,
thing as
pretty
to
much
why I
everybody
think
for
Orange
is
Cassidy's
either
taking
working
it.
for New Japan or AEW.
They are
Great.
pushing the fight
Minus-
forever game
minus the
like
two
crazy
guys.
right now. Having Orange
Oh, that's
Cassidy
right, no, 4.
keep that title
God damn.
and
All right,
maintain on
well,
TV
again,
for a little
anybody
bit,
can win it.
it will
OC
push the
looks
game
like the man
as
to
compared
beat.
to Daniel
I
Garcia,
don't hate the
who's
Danny
nowhere
Garcia move, so I'm going
on
to
the
go with
game
it.
whatsoever, who might not ever make it onto the game, but I think he
What
will.
are we getting? Who else is
DLC,
going?
but
Who's coming with me, as they say?
Orange Cassidy's a draw, and like I said, with the game tie-in, I'm seeing him keeping it.
I gotta support my Buffalo dude. I gotta go with DG.
I like it. I like it too much. I do. I feel like it's a good opportunity to give him something new, and then especially we're giving it to. It's going to go off of one guy who's putting on great matches, and you're going to give it to another guy who's going to put on great matches. So I think that's going to.
Yeah.
I love this. Please. Oh.
Yeah.
That's true.
Damn. Yeah, in due time.
Oh, yeah.
God,
The reason I say DG, I have a kind of map this out. DG wins it. You kind of play off the tensions in the Jericho Appreciation Society. You know, you have Jericho play Sammy and Daniel Garcia off of each other, and maybe we get a Sammy Guevara versus
she's
Daniel
great.
Garcia feud. Can't tell me that wouldn't be good.
I'm long-term storytelling, that's for sure. But I don't know. I can get it both ways. That's why I'm officially I'm going to stick with DG, but I get the Orange Cassidy move now even more. It was more before. It was like, watch me beat 20 nerds and piss off the world. I loved it. Now it's like I'm a draw beyond a draw. So fuck yeah, keep it going. I like it. I like it a lot. Fuck it, I'm going OC.
Yeah,
change it up.
And I don't know if it translates the same to the way she is backstage, but I get the impression that that's how she is backstage as well.
Am I the only one begging for Willow to get this fucking rando win on this gigantic show?
She looks happy. She looks like you need her to take a fall. She's taking
I love this girl. She's awesome.
You know, and she's going to put 110% every time. And I think that's why she's kind of blowing up. TK gave her the opportunity. Now people are asking about her, and she's getting the good word passed along.
Weren't sold on Willow.
So that's what it seems like to me.
Is definitely something to watch.
I mean, we saw her in was it her and Athena, right?
In
at the Ring of Honor show.
Yeah.
So I mean, she does good work.
Sure.
She went from being this like indie star to fucking everywhere in a matter of a few months, and she blew up. And
absolutely, she's got the charisma. She's got the right character.
She's got all the charisma.
Yeah.
She's got all of it.
Bit of fantasy booking here. Maybe Saraya comes out and tries to help Tony win.
She's an eager kid, bro. She just wants to learn.
Tony the match. Start a feud between Tony and Saraya.
Done.
It's just an idea. Yeah, we doing Tony.
Fuck, and she deserves it. She deserves it.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'll even add, by her getting her name out there, it's going to allow her to make more money, and good for her.
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. So, I mean, I know it's obviously going to be Tony, but for the sake of, hope and power, as Goku always asks for people's, fucking spirit, I'm going to give my spirit to Willow Nightingale. That's who I'm picking. And when she wins, I'm fucking doing backflips.
Same. Maybe not a backflip, but...
Hey, right. Hey.
That would be interesting.
Rob
like
called
that.
out Shane.
I like it.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Backflips. You and me are too old.
Oh,
We're
come
too old to be
on.
doing that.
Too big.
Hey, what are you trying to say? All right.
I was thinking that. That's so funny that you said that. I thought of that.
What you got, DC? Are you hopping on the Willow Nightingale Hope train, or are you sticking with the obvious Tony Storm?
Okay.
I've been on the Willow hype train. I've been on that train.
Yeah.
I am
Somebody had mentioned Shingo. Was that you, Rob?
The dank I got the sawdust on my face.
Right.
Love me some Willow Nightingale.
Hell yeah. All right. This next one's gonna be, I want to say, a tad hard to predict because
somebody
I'm
mentioned Muda
so
too. I
goddamn
was like,
curious
oh,
on
that
who
would
they're
be
gonna
so
have as their
dope.
partner.
But
And that's Jericho, Sammy Manero
done,
against
think.
Sting Darby.
Ultimo Dragon,
and
though,
I don't
still
fucking
going.
know who.
Still in shape.
And
Two names I've already seen. Two names I've already seen thrown out there was one was Ultimo Dragon.
Oh fucking please, bro! Fucking please, bro!
The other name that I seen it's kind of far fetched, but it's
Yeah.
Liger.
Boys Beast.
Ooh, he did come. He did retire though, about a year ago. So.
Yeah.
Well,
because Shingo partnered with them last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, and Shingo can work perfectly, but the Shingo.
Or
is it one of those things where are we hoping for somebody who's got history with Chris? Because I would fucking love Ultimo Dragon.
Absolutely.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah.
Strong at that.
The thing about these Japanese guys is when they retire, they retire. That's
it is.
They're not coming back.
Yeah.
So Liger and Muda are probably out of the question.
I grew up as a fan of Ultimo Dragon and like the masks. I remember seeing him carry around 10 belts.
Fuck yeah!
If that is not the most, people pick on Roman for carrying around 3. Try carrying around 9.
Like 9, 10. And the funny thing is all those belts were as one championship. He was the Super J champion.
Yeah.
A little bit of history
So
for you guys.
I am a mark for Ultimo Dragon. I would love to see it be him.
Yeah, my only other guess is Shingo, but
he's a guy which, he's had great matches with Jericho. He had great matches, some of my personal favorite, with Dean Malenko.
Hey, now that's a guy I wish who could fucking still wrestle, but it's we all know it's unable, but it's fine. It's fine. So I feel like this is just the beginning of the end of the Jericho Appreciation Society, and hopefully whoever this mystery guy is has history with Chris and helps him lose and all this fun stuff. But does anybody see them winning?
Yeah, I think MJF's just going to be like, he's just going to walk out with the title or something like that.
Chris has had 2 factions in 4 years. We need to stop.
Stop with the factions, Chris.
Well, I see the ending going something like this. I see Jericho hitting Sammy by accident, and Sammy eating the fall.
I can totally see that. Totally see it. All right, Hiroshi Tanahashi, MJF. I mean, this one sounds relatively obvious, but do we think Adam Cole could fuck MJF over, or at least try?
He could, but Tanahashi's not really protected as a top guy anymore, so we all know.
No. Oh, hey, okay, something cowardly. I like it. Beat him to death and leave him out there. Okay, I could see some dastardly heel stuff. I like this. DC?
I see some fuckery by Pepsi Phil.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, Pepsi Phil! Already?
Yep.
No, come on. Too early.
I'm going all in on CM Punk being the one to beat MJF. And people roll their eyes at it, but you know what? The last couple of times that I have made, far out predictions, they've come true, haven't they?
Yep. No, you're not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just,
I was the one that called Roman beating Cody at Mania. Said it was going to happen.
You're never supposed to wish bad luck on your friends, but I mean, I hope you lose that bet. That's all I know for sure. All right, so MJF walks away. Should be a given. I'm calling it a silent banger, and watch it turn into just Sonata against Jungle Boy Jack Perry for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which in all reality, Jungle Boy doesn't fit the weight qualifications.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm wondering if they just chose Jungle Boy as an easy, as he's maybe they chose big enough name willing to take the pin for Sonata.
Can see that.
That's probably who it fell on.
Unbelievable. Put it in the junior heavyweight.
Well, yeah, he fits the frame, obviously. But that's I like Rob's idea, but still, you know what? Fuck it, I want to roll with it. Who would you throw in?
Naito.
Yeah, we do need Naito. We need Naito.
What about Wardlow?
He's coming, but for something else.
He's fresh off a loss, though, ain't he?
Giggity.
Yeah, so that's unlikely.
Boys. Okay, I mean, like I said, I'm calling it a silent banger. I'm hoping for something out of nowhere, but Sonata can't lose, right? It's
No.
yeah, right. I dig that.
Got it. 2 Japan guys versus 2 AEW guys. Sonata, Naito, Jack Perry,
Yeah.
and Samoan Joseph.
Hey. Samoan Joe. I wouldn't mind that. That could be interesting. That could be an interesting little
Is he
four-way.
working that weekend?
No.
Not to my knowledge, no. There's nothing on the card for him yet either.
No.
Wardlow could be available. I don't know why.
Who's Jay White working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Wardlow
momentum.
Sonata. Wardlow Sonata.
Jay White could be in the match with Sonata. I could see that.
Oh.
Oh, right. You can't wrestle for New
All
Japan
right, so-
anymore.
I'm making this prediction now.
For the title.
Keith Lee, maybe?
Hey,
When his contract is up, Wardlow's leaving.
I could see that.
I'm telling you right
He
now.
would be a solid
I
addition
can
to
see
that match.
for sure. All right.
You know where he's going.
Well, good for him.
Lance
Go make some money. No, Lance Archer's a no. He's losing.
Oh, yeah.
The only other guy that I think can come in with any kind of true momentum would be Kenta, but he's already told CM Punk to go fuck himself.
As he should.
I heard that.
I mean, Miro, like, we've got that. There's
Miro
people
and Sonata would be good.
Scorpio Sky.
Roosh.
Oh,
But
see now
he's-
that would
he's
be
probably
good. That would be a
he's
good one.
he's probably gonna team with Andrade.
That's true. Oh,
It's going to be a fucking
Nobody-
banger, and I hope
nothing.
they give him enough time to be the banger it should be.
You know,
Well, he's not wrestling for New Japan. Well, he can't. It wouldn't matter. He would be an AEW guy.
I think Okada's going over.
and you know you could build it as a fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
For sure.
last one I got is probably Swerve. Like,
You
Yeah.
want to talk swear? I got to swear for you. Bring in another world champion from another company. I'm talking the greatest world champion active today. Motherfucking Tyrus.
Okay, and here we go. So let's get to the fun matches, the ones that we actually give a crap about. I'm just kidding. But in all reality,
You're
I've been
cooking.
dying to talk about it because it's staring me in the face. Bryan Danielson, Kazuchika Okada.
Time limit draw.
I'd love a 30-minute draw. I'd love a 30-minute draw.
Booking.
I would
Okay.
think so. I think this is going to be like a slow little, I guess, farewell set of matches for B-Dry. I'm pretty sure he's getting close to being done. And if you can get the Okada off your
He
list,
said this contract was his last one, didn't he?
yeah. Which I have no idea when it's up. So,
So hear me out.
hear me now.
Time limit draw.
Mm-hmm.
Rematch in January. Wrestle Kingdom.
Hey, how you doing? I like that. I like that too much. I like that way too much. I mean, and I like it way too much, and that literally takes Okada out of any world title picture for a while,
Yeah.
and I don't hate that.
It should be.
You know what I mean? Hey, take it easy. Booking. Anyway, all right.
Okada's probably gonna wrestle another 15 years. So
That's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the other Japanese
You think
superstars
so?
of old.
right.
They don't retire
I
until
don't think they're
fucking
gonna get enough time.
60s, for crying out loud. Fucking Nagata's still going. He's in his 50s. Minero's fucking 60. You know, he's 57, 58.
He's in the late
Yep.
mid 50s.
So it's like, bro, they're going, bro.
Yeah.
Does anybody think B-Dry is going to beat Okada?
No, it's probably
Didn't think
going
so.
Okada.
It's the Rainmaker all day, every day. So this was acclaimed to be one of the best matches Dave Meltzer ever seen. The first time this one went down at Wrestle Kingdom, Kenny Omega versus Will
Yeah,
Ospreay,
that makes
IWGP
sense.
U.S. Heavyweight Championship. We get it again in Toronto. Is it going to be on par as the Wrestle Kingdom show?
Boy, that's going to be a hard one to live up to, but I think so.
I could see it. We're talking Will and Kenny. That's what I'm afraid of too.
Yeah.
Because that's the big gigantic difference of New Japan. It's all the big matches are 60 minutes. 60-minute time limit. AEW's max time limit is 30. So you kind of put a hindrance on it. But
if anything, and Will does win, or if Kenny does win, they'll push it to All In. And
for sure.
That way, Will can win in front of his hometown.
I could. Go ahead.
You have Pepsi Phil cost Kenny the match.
Yeah. It makes sense on a couple levels.
How do you spin that when they're in the
Kenny
middle of
in
a thing with
Canada,
the BCC? How do you spin
Osprey
Pepsi
UK.
Phil into that? You know what I'm saying? I understand the literal heat, the legit heat you would kind of aim for, or what have you. But it's like, why would it? You know what I mean? Like, how the hell the fuck does he play into this shit?
Because I don't think really likes Pepsi Phil.
Perfect
You know what I mean?
reason to come in.
It's one of these things where it's like, I can't see him fitting in everywhere.
Mox hasn't liked Pepsi Phil since their time in the E.
Probably before then too. But I mean, it's you guys have got my brain going now. I immediately thought this was going to be handed over to Will. Will's going to go bye. See you later. But if we could push it to August, which honestly is what 6-7 weeks away.
Slowly.
If that.
How it does. But who costs who? And how does it go down? Is it a DQ thing? Does fucking
this is probably where Takeshita and
as usual
Ibushi kind of make themselves involved.
Okay, I could see that part.
With a big ass roster like that.
Or, you don't do that. You just do a double pin.
I mean, it builds to a part 3 a heck of a lot more. I could see that, but at the same time, I've
seen that kind of finish in a while.
No, you're right. We haven't, but at the same time, I really do feel like they have been pushing the idea of Coda, and we're at the make or break point. You know what I mean? We can't go into Dynamite hoping he's just gonna fucking show up. He's got to either show up at this fucking show, or you know what I mean? Or I think the pop's gonna be lackluster.
I kind of think they booked themselves into a corner.
I mean, it's not exactly their MO, but it's kind of their MO. It's hard. It's definitely hard to juggle this big-ass roster when you want to give everybody ample time and you want to push everybody as a star, and then other people have bigger... And it then comes the fantasy booking that started AEW to the business side that everybody hates WWE for. And we're slowly doing this.
Again if you want.
And now it takes a forbidden door for everybody's attraction to be reattached to the idea of fantasy booking, the dream match feel.
Because the problem is AEW is evolving from what it was into more of a fucking business.
As it should have. I mean, you kind of have to at some point, right?
And if people thought it was going to be, the honeymoon phase forever, wake up.
They don't go down like that, bud. Don't go down like that. All right, so next week is our next special event, actually. Trivia Takeover 8. It comes your way June 29th as the captain returns to his seat. But there is still plenty of action that evening. In the first ever Champions Mountain, the lawyer, Chad Malcolm, will attempt to answer up to 15 multiple choice questions with 3 helping lifelines. All he has to do is score more than Kenny Killa, and he will be the next Knowledge Champion. Easier said than done, as Beer recently found out, and we're still petitioning for. We're petitioning for the guy. I'm out here like goddamn, fucking CJ Parker. with my goddamn sign. Let Beer speak. Speaking of Beer, He is one of the semifinalists in the King of the Mic match, in the King of the Fight tournament. King of the Mic tournament. I can't talk. I'm over here rambling, jamming, and I feel like fucking Excalibur. He will face Chris Reed next week. Plus, we will find out the other semifinal, DC, against either me or Feeney. And the finals take place July 13th at Fight for the Knowledge. Who will be the 4th King of the Mic and go on to challenge the television champion at Promo Slam. Also, my World Heavyweight Champion will be on the line in what is now a triple threat match of loyalty. The MDO members Cypher, Teddy P, and, well, hell, fucking, I guess, goddamn Travis, who popped in out of nowhere, is going to go down. We're going to see if the boss is still the boss. And you can find out all this. Plus, we're going to find out the group MVP and the first ever EVP. And you can get all on that on maxwrestling.weebly.com.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek.
Pencil neck geek.
Let's get into the fun stuff. Geek of the Week. Jesus Christ, there's so many. Des, hit the music.
Well, now.
Holy shit, there's a lot of fucking... So, Dutch
Damn you,
Mantel's an
DC.
idiot, so he's a Geek of the Week for that. Apparently, Jeff Jarrett says if he loses to Mark Briscoe, he'll never wrestle again. So he's a Geek of the Week for that. And, dear God, I am praying for Mark Briscoe. Who else is a fucking idiot this week?
I would have to laugh at that point.
Trying to think of who other was the fucking dork of the month or whatever. I'm just trying to think. Anybody got any other dork, any other geek this week? Who else?
Ryback, just because it's Ryback.
Hey, how you doing, Ryback? Go block somebody else because you suck.
Still pushing that Goldberg agenda.
Nobody wants to see it. Not even a little bit.
Wait a minute. Mystery partner? TK's been talking to Big Bill Goldberg?
If that happens, I mean, it was bad enough. I've already pretty much dubbed Tony Khan, Dixie Khan. But get bad.
I hate it.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to have nightmares. All right, we got to change it up. Best of the week. Let's go. All right.
I will laugh at if it happens.
You know what was better than it had any right being was the Guns versus the Hardys tonight randomly.
Oh, for sure. He would immediately be the
Yes, boys.
The AEW marks will eat that shit up and they'll automatically go on to become Goldberg fans.
Oh, yeah. It'll be something. All
There
right,
you go.
fun stuff. Best player of the week. He didn't do shit. And if anybody disagrees with me, I mean, I guess you can stand up and say something, but I'm going to give it to Okada for blowing off a roof of another American arena just for showing up. Anybody any different? Was there any true, real entertaining match?
Yeah.
Like beyond entertaining, give me something.
Seth versus Braun Breaker. It was so much better than it had any right to be.
Good luck.
Okay.
And
How you doing?
Hey, that's right.
You mean Ass Boys.
Ass boys. All right, we'll give it to a whole bunch of cats. Thanks for putting on some bangers this week. Everybody gets the best of this week. Why? Because the TSK said so. That's fucking why. So, we're going to get on out of here. The TSK has done their due diligence. We will not be back next week, but if you want to see more of the TSK, don't trip. The Double or Nothing review, guess what? It's fucking ready. It's dropping. You're probably getting 2 fucking shows on this lovely Thursday, and you are welcome. But if you want to catch the TSK again, the majority of us, maybe Harold, if he's sober enough, let's hope and pray on it. We're coming right back after Forbidden Door to fucking cover it. We got to talk about all the craziness. We're going to talk about how thanking God that goddamn Goldberg didn't show up, and oh my God, I cried when Okada won.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness gracious. How yous doing? All right, so we're going to hit y'all with the socials real quick. Evil Twitter Machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain512, and at SMRPodNet. Check the website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com, and do not forget to hit that subscribe, follow button, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikToks, everywhere. YouTube, most important, because, again, we're trying to get to 1,000. The sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner we're doing some shit on some live. I don't know what, but we got to get there first. So make sure you're joining us next week. Trivia Takeover 8, 2 titles on the line, 2 King of the Mag matches, and whatever happens in the wide world of wrestling. This has been Big Mo. It's been the TSK. We will bid y'all adieu. Good night. Goodbye. Bang. Sweet boys. You.